whisper it. Ooh, 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 toy rage.
What is going on, everybody? This is Cal Thune from Toy Rage, and today we are going to be continuing the straight walkthrough where I probably and intentionally ruin every single possible relationship with every single dad in this game. I got my shirt clean, I'm ready to go. I got this new haircut, which kind of reminds me of Craig, my main man. I don't have any weights with me, unfortunately, just so I can eat the pump iron, just like Craig. Maybe I'll shave my eyebrow a little bit, so I'd be cool like him. He's the best, definitely the best guy here so far, because he's just like your bro. That's it. All right, so let's continue here. I also got this sick haircut if I didn't mention it before. I did, because I just talked about Craig. Man, I feel like Craig, kind of just like being a dope. Alright, let's see how this goes. I get home, I lie down on the couch, and it hurts. So last time I went on, apparently I talked to my friend. He told me that that was a date with Craig that I went on when I went to the gym. It wasn't like hanging out, it's considered a date. So I started off, I met a couple people in the neighborhood. I met the Rusty Nail at the bar. I met my rival, Giant Red Hair Man. I met the cool dude that I kept just impressing somehow at the coffee shop. What's the guy's name? I don't know. The really preppy blonde guy with the creepy ass kids. Him. And went to a gym with Craig. And so I got home from the gym way early in the morning, and I get home to lie down on the couch, and it hurts to move it. Oh God, I am just so old. Ooh, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. What a terrible dad. I frantically put some clothes on and apply a generous amount of deodorant and run out the door. Do it once, do it right. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I'm relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing in his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? Oh boy. The youth turns around and looks up and down at me with heavy-lined eyes. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Arrogant little shit. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Yo, this sassy dude, I'm gonna punch him right in the tits. Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Fine, up those stairs and to the left. You can't miss him. I head up the stairs and I walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere, and after a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. What a shit. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing. I don't know what that means. I don't get that reference. Fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Don't you have a third period to get you? Oh, that's Hugo. Yeah. Sigh. Oh, fine, Mr. Vega. Wow. Oh, sorry if my chair is a little bit squeaky. By a little bit, I mean a lot of it. Wow. Well, now I'm officially 10 minutes late, and I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. Oh, you must be Cal. The period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this because I'm fat. Makes you wonder, kind of like, what if I chose like the little skinny dude? You know, it would be nice if like certain things changed in this game depending on the body type you chose. Maybe it does. I don't think it does though. Alright, so where were we? Now, can you tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin? And Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow, makes a fart noise. For those who don't know, it's It's much better, though. Whole class erupts in laughter, because let's face it, that's pretty cool. Colin, you deserve a cheers. Oh, that's good shit. All right. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings, and all of the students immediately get up and break for the door.
Sweet Manchego.
This guy just say sweet Manchego? Fuck. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. As his voice fades away into the memories of his students. Nobody's listening. Nobody cares.
Oh.
Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, budget cuts. Right.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Oh, please call me Hugo. Thank you, Hugo.
No.
I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. Ooh. Girls in trouble? What's going on? And Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's been falling behind. Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. And recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, and this is strange because I always thought Amanda shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? Well, we just moved recently, but it was down the It was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was way more excited about this than I was. She was. I don't know why. Maybe she likes cul-de-sacs.
Oh.
You see, if you could talk to her about it, I know she values a great deal and would appreciate the guidance if she keeps heading down this road. I know how important school is to her. I would hate to see her miss out on a scholarship that she clearly deserves. I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. That's a nice teacher. He's very well dressed. He's got a bow tie. A little too earth-tony for me. And, I don't know, man. Those dots on those jacket is just, like, not doing it for me. It's dots and stripes. Do these look like little mouths to you? Like, mouths? Anything else that's fun about this guy? No, it's pretty boring. Well, I'll make sure to talk to Amanda, so thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
Oh.
Anytime. His voice sounds like it was recorded not really in a studio too much. Well, it just sounds a little bit different, kind of like a little echoey. On my way out on stop, thinking for a moment, and I turn to Hugo and I go, "Hey, Hugo." Yes? They ever catch that rye?
Oh.
I didn't even do anything. That's how likable I am. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her mother. Man, that's just some sad stuff. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now, and I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home. And maybe I could talk to her about what's going on. Yeah? I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. What a great car this still isn't. This is like you're really not trying at all. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually gossiped about our celebrity crushes. What? So you talked about Mario Batali this whole time? Who? I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure. Ooh. Food court. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Jeez, can a dad take his daughter to the mall? Ungrateful little girl. Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. I would buy her like one drink and that's it. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes... Oh, fatherly advice. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay. But sometimes that's what kids do. I almost said that's what kids do's. That's terrible. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? Bitch. You have a tweeter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. She would. It's fine, he's fine, and we pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. Rude. Just... I want you to know that you could talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That is frustrating. I heard Emma's R's going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. I don't think I should bring this up because I think this is going to be a part where Amanda wanted to go to that school and got rejected. Yup. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Knew it. Yup. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. I would get it. I'm a hip dude. Damn. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? Friend. Does he go to your school? Yup. Do you like Noah? What? No. She totally does. She has the hots for Noah. Dad! Ugh. I can't believe you would. Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you? Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Yo. She is crushing on him so hard. Okay. Jeez, this is going well, it's good talk and love you, kiddo. And she leans forward, turns up the radio, and I guess that conversation is over. And to the mall, then. This is exciting so far, by the way. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. That's the mall, usually. And it's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Oh, let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yay! Oh, now she's getting a little bit better, thank God. Language, missy. Heck yeah! Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options, and there's a greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart just burns looking at. Man, I'm just mixing these words around. I'm sorry, man. I'm just illiterate to shit. My heart burns just looking at the menus, and nobody looks happy to be here. And what are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? With the bread with the sugar, is it then like baked so the sugar has a nice... It's not important. I extend my hand to her. Would you do the honor of sharing some nachos? And she takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. By the way, nachos is not a great dinner. But if you were going to eat nachos for dinner, it has to be like a really good set of nachos, like a sauteed pork nachos, where you just have nachos, a very good amount of pork, sauteed separately, along with everything else that you would normally put in there, along with a very, not too generous, but a very good enough amount of a proper type of cheese, not just a regular type of nut. There's a lot of details that goes into this. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and we just dig in. These are bad. These are, well, of course they're freaking bad, but also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head into her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are like inside jokes shared by a bunch of people and get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all of us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse is that movies and TVs and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. You want to go to that goth store. What a weird topic change. You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as an anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment. I don't know what store you're talking about. It's Hot Topic, you dope. Where you can buy chain wallets, and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. You gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one. Yes. It's also just like pointing over to that store. Amanda runs into the store with me, trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back, and there it is. You can still see the outline. Kinda. She's talking about where it threw up. I'm so proud. Speech. Amanda.
Hey.
Speech. All right, I'll do it if you stop chanting. And Amanda stops immediately, and I clear my throat. I'm gonna need some of this too. Even though this makes me burp. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic movement that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Thune had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over the display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which, to this day, all remains among our possessions. Thank you. Yay! And Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first and faster and more vigorously. Several of the patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Well done. Hey, chain wallets! While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself, and there's not much for Dad to look at in a Dead, Goth and Beyond. Let's see. If I was in this situation, would I look at the mugs? They're funny. No, I would not be feeling a band t-shirt at the time. clearance. No, I would look at the mugs, I think. And I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. If there's only one number one dad, then why are there so many mugs that say that? It's a good point. This whole time I thought I was the only one. Because I am. The other ones are just like participation trophies. And if I'm not number one, where do I place on my global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. What the fuck is this vampire dude doing? Cashier, I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this outline, the website said this blouse was Victorian expired. Oh god. I really like Victorian too. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Damn, this dude is on top of his shit. Do you want a coupon? I could give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Oh, the cashier probably sounds like Frail. So, do you want a coupon? I'll give you a coupon. Will you just leave if I give you a coupon, man? Is there a manager present? People have to... Oh, is there a manager present? People have to know what they are buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. I say shopkeep. This makes me worry about myself so much. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him, and I can't tell if they are Victorian inspired or Edwardian in nature. Honestly, man, I couldn't either. And Amanda trots up with me with a t-shirt in her hand, and oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I will buy it for you. Ah, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. And Amanda plops her shirt on the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred, and I hand her a 20. So, what was that guy's deal? And the cashier rolls her eyes so hard. Oh, I don't know, it was a girl. The cashier rolls her eyes so hard, and I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time, and he's obsessed with Victorian fashion, or whatever. She hands Amanda a bag. She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear the conversation is over. I just spit on the microphone. Gross. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream, and oh cool, long haul paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on, and this is my favorite show. Oh hell yes, they have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Calum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there's ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter and try to communicate with spirits. Flint, we're about to die, and oh, almost I got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying you're gonna die. That's because we are about to die. This is art. It sounds like art, and I'm very sad this isn't actually a real show. The episode ends, and Amanda excuses herself to go to start some arguments on the internet. That's my girl. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint and Dogbone after the disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep.